Bruh.
Welcome back, guys. How you doing? Leland here, bringing you another update, a live stream update about the crypto markets. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling about the markets going on? Is anyone scared? Is anyone kind of uncertain about what's going to be happening? I mean, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been acting a little weird, right? We had kind of this top over here. We hit $58,000, and then we came over and made another high. Not too much higher than the previous high, just, $61,800. And you can see that we've broken a trend line. We've broken this trend line, and it's looking a little bearish. And for multiple reasons, too. It's not just because we broke the trend line, but you can see that this trend line was support right there. It was support here and here and here and there and there. And it was a very strong support all the way up. And then all of a sudden, we broke out. We broke down, we came back up, we tested it, and we're getting rejected right now. But this isn't any surprise. We kind of knew this was going to be happening. And if you guys are watching my channel, you know this. You know that we were going to be expecting this. We had hidden bearish divergence showing us on the daily, negative momentum moving to the downside as price action was moving up. And not only was that on the MACD, but it was also on the RSI as well. Negative momentum moving to the downside. Your crypto is starting to weaken as price action is going up. It was inevitable. Really kind of something that we've been looking for within the markets. I've been waiting for this day, waiting for it to go down. Are we going to continue going down? Do you think that we're going to go down far? Maybe a 20, 30? What about a 40% drop? You think a 40% drop is out of the question? No, it's really not. And if you've watched the channel before, let's go back to this little incident back here. That's we're within this area. If we were in our last bull markets, we're probably within this area right now. And it's acting very similar. I believe this drop that we had back here was about a 40% drop. We went up to the 5-year times, yeah, that was a 40% drop. We went up to the 2-year times 5 moving average. You can see we got rejected. And it's exactly what we're doing right now. Exactly what we're doing. We're coming up to that 2-year times 5 moving average. We hit it really hard, and we tried for weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. And then boom, 40% correction. So is that out of the question? No, it's not. And it's very possible, and it can happen. And if it does, oh, pray. You better pray that it happens so you can get some cheap coins, man. I'm telling you. That's going to be the time to be picking up. Not financial advice. Not telling you guys what to do. But that's where I'll be picking up. So, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looking pretty normal. Pretty good on Bitcoin. I have no issues. I really have no issues with Bitcoin and where it's at right now. I'm completely comfortable. I have my support set into place if we do drop. So I believe currently right now, from up here down to about here, we're down 14%. 14%. Next support after that, we had 16%, and then 20%, 22%, and then 25%, and then I have the one down here at 30% as well. I don't think we're going to go down anything lower than that. We could. It's very possible. And if you look at the 21 EMA and we go over to the weekly, you can see that that support level is way down here. Now, it's granted, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for Bitcoin to get down there while the average starts moving at the same rate. But let's say, hey, what's up, Tommy? Hey, welcome, Tommy. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hey, bud, can we take a look at Harmony One? I'm curious to see how far up we can go. Absolutely, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, just to let you know, it is a $10 minimum. If you guys want to see a TA, you want to request a TA, it's a $10 minimum contribution. You could do that in the form of a super chat or a super sticker. There you go, man. I really appreciate that. You can do that in the form of a super chat or a super sticker. Or you can use the OneUp link down below. You can send me crypto, which is probably the best way that we can go about this. YouTube takes 30% of everything, and it just kills me. It kills me. 30%. You know, AC only wanted to take 10%, but YouTube wants my 30%. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate that. They want my 30. Anyway, so OneUp link down below as well. If you guys send crypto, probably the best way to do it. So, anyways, so yes, definitely, we could definitely take a look at One. Gosh, One's been crazy lately, absolutely crazy. So as I was saying with Bitcoin, it wouldn't surprise me if we came all the way down to that 21 EMA before getting a bounce up. You can see in the past that we did that multiple times, and we haven't even touched it. We had during this bull market, we've never gone back and we've never touched it. It's just been crazy. We've been accelerating probably 30% faster than the 2017 bull market. But nevertheless, we've never come down and touched it. You can see every time, boom, touch, 21 EMA, 21 EMA, boom. You know, see what I'm saying? So these are things as an analyst that I'm looking at to see possibly where we can be going. Where am I going to be buying? I want those opportunities. I want those opportunities to buy more coin because we know where this thing is going. We really do. It's a beast. It's on its way. This is not the market cycle top. I'll tell you that right now. This is not the market cycle top. A lot of people getting bearish within the community. And I mean, that's typically the time that you want to buy more is when people are fearful. So we'll just see what Bitcoin's going to be doing. I'm totally okay with a drop. That's fine. Keep those hands strong. Keep those hands strong. Do not get paper hands throughout this whole thing. It's not going to be looking good if you do that. This is really the name of the game for this entire thing, is to just hodl. How's the music, guys? Is it too loud? You want me to turn it up a little bit? I'm trying something a little bit different today with the headphones. It's just gonna be able to help me hear the notifications a little bit better. Okay, let's go take a look at OneCoin. You're gone. You're absolutely gone. We had, look at this Fibonacci that we had made a few live streams ago, and we went up and we hit our target, and we've exceeded that target. Now you can see that we came up, we hit the 4618 over here at 11 cents, high 11 cents. We used it as resistance for quite some time, but you guys already know eventually you're going to break out of it and you keep testing it. Gosh, I can't imagine this thing is not overbought right now. It has to be. Oh yeah, massively overbought. This is all the daily. We're looking at the MACD as well. Really still pretty big gap between the 12 and 26 day moving average right here, as showing no signs of weakening. You were showing signs right here temporarily. You can see this light green bar that my cursor's on right here right now, and then boom, we switched back to a dark green bar, and we're continuing to go up higher. I mean, you're overbought. You're overbought like crazy. You came up and you hit the 93 on the RSI multiple times, twice actually, and that seems to be a really nice area that Harmony wants to go up to and touch on that RSI before coming over bots. When the last time that happened for One was right here when we came up and we hit that high of about almost 4 cents right there. Let's drag that out, make it a little bit more accurate. So yeah, you can see that we came up, we hit this high over here almost at 4 cents. That's when it became overbought. It was actually overbought before, down at almost 2 cents. Gosh, and it went up almost 100% more after that. So can this thing still run? Yeah, Absolutely. We've seen that in the past where we came over here about 2.5 cents. We were overbought. And then we pumped up another 100%, hit that 4 cents, and we were still overbought, coming up into attempt to touch the 93 on the RSI. So what's happening in the short term? What's happening right now? Let's go ahead and we need to update our data because it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Let's take a fib. I want to get rid of all this. Let's get rid of everything. And let's check out, let's get a shorter time Fibonacci. We can take a fib probably off of this guy. Gosh, look, it just stares. It just stares the entire way. It's beautiful. It's just bouncing off that 21 EMA. Use this as support the entire way. Boom, support, support, support. Drop below that support. That's when I think you're going to start seeing some moves to the downside. When these things start taking off the way that they do, it's really hard to do TA on them, especially when I have no data to the left of me. So I'm going to do my best, really going to do my best in seeing where we're possibly going to be going, where our supports are. Do I like that? Yes, I do like that. You can see that the golden mean ratio always acts as a resistance right there. That's going to be that yellow line. If you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll catch on. You'll get used to it. And if you're liking this content, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button as well, because you're going to learn a lot on this channel. You're going to learn how to trade, how to use TA, and know when to buy or when to sell. Really huge, really huge. And the nice thing is people come in here, they make contributions. We check out coins just like this one, and everybody gets to see it. So when you guys are making that $10 contribution, everybody gets to see the coin. And it's a community thing bringing us all together. It's beautiful. I love it. And you're supporting the channel and me. Hey, what's up, Dark Haze 33? Hello, thank you for the 10. Really appreciate that, brother. Let's see. You want to check out Storch? Is it worth comparing over Coinbase at last month? Really? Yeah. Let's take a look at it. You know, to be honest, I've never heard of this coin before. Never heard of it, but I appreciate your $10. Thank you so much. We'll take a look at that after this one right here. So we have our Fibonacci, and like we were saying before, we used our golden mean ratio over here as resistance, and you can see that once we broke through, and this is something that we always talk about in the channel. If you're new here, this is something that we talk about religiously. Getting through the 618 to 786, and let me just tighten this up over here so you can see the numbers. Can you see that? Sure can. So getting through the 618 to 786 over here is very bullish, and basically what that means is that you've corrected 61.8% of the way up. These are all in decimals, but they can be percentage as well. So when we have our swing high, we come down to our swing low on a Fibonacci, and we start down at the 0% retracement. 0% retracement. This red line is a 23.6% retracement. And really, according to Balkowski, you really want to get above into the 618 to 786. Once you break above the 786, these are all the hard resistances going up all the way to this blue line over here. Once you break that resistance, what you're looking for is you're looking for a throwback. You need to have a throwback, and you need to confirm that that 786 is going to be support. When your formation has corrected 76, I bit my tongue out. When it has corrected 78.6% of the way up, more than likely we're going to see continuation within price. So when we have that confirmation and we get that retest back to the 786, once it is broken, then it's takeoff time. It's takeoff time, and it happens in every single chart, every single pattern. You can check it out. You can see that we always take off. Come back for the retest, and then boom, we're off. And then the last really hard resistance is that golden mean ratio right there. But it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that happens and we start moving to the upside. So that's just a little bit of education. So within Harmony right now, we are using, let's see, we're going to be having major support. And you can see that it was resistance / support in the past. We came up, we hit the 2618 over here at 16.5 cents. Once you got above it, we turned it into support for a little bit, broke below it. Look at that, resistance. You got above it, turned it into support. Got a little bit of funniness within here, but that is an area of support that I'm going to be looking for, along with that line right there as well. I don't like this red. I don't like the red line. Let's get rid of that. Let's make it blue. There we go. That looks way better. Can you guys see that on the screen? Is that too small? Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's going to be an area of support that I think we're going to be seeing. And if we go ahead and we take a look at the 12 and 26 day moving averages, you can see our oscillators are about to cross over here. We've been hanging out in this positive momentum for quite some time, so it is possible that we could be taking a little bit of a correction, maybe going down just a little bit, possibly to that 16.5 cent area, or maybe that's 18 cent area right now. Not too far away. Not too far away. You can see that we were overbought, and we are showing, technically we are showing some hidden bearish divergence. We have negative momentum moving to the downside on our histogram as price action is moving up. That's signaling a little bearishness, and you can see the same thing happening within Bitcoin as well. And if you look at the RSI, we're showing the same thing. We have that negative momentum moving to the downside over here as price action's moving up. So it wouldn't surprise me if we did take a little bit of a correction, if we were to start moving down. Hey, EC from Casey. Hello. Thank you for the 10, brother. I really appreciate that. What did you want to take a look at? Would like to see your TA on SKL. Absolutely. Yes. One of the recent coins that Coinbase have acquired, trying to predict when it's going to get back to its previous all-time high after it got added to Coinbase a couple of weeks ago. No problem, dude. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the 10 there. Really appreciate that. What's going on with the chat over here? Jordan Clark, hello, welcome. I see some new faces in here. New faces, come on, bro. You can't see their faces. I see their names. Jordan Clark, hello, welcome. Fabian, what's up, dude? Thumbs up to you as well. DoBoy1, hello, welcome. New people in here. Seeing a lot of new people. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everyone for Base Manix, or it's hard to see. It's so small on there, but thank you. Thank you for coming in, guys. Emmy, my mod's here. Hello, Emmy. Welcome. Cryptogranate. Music can't be heard. Can't be heard? Let me turn it up just a little bit. Let me know if that's too loud. If you guys don't like it, I can turn it down or turn it off. Either way, doesn't really matter for me. I'm enjoying it. So, yes, possible areas of support that we're going to be looking for. Like we've done up the entire way with one. We've used the 21 EMA as support the entire way up. Like I said, we're looking a little bit bearish right now on the short term. Okay, we could probably still go down and touch that 2618 over here, which is going to be 16.5 cents. I would have no problem with that. Let this 21 EMA kind of smooth out over here. Let's come down, get that bounce before we can attempt to come over here and try to break through 23 cents, high 23 cents. It's not a matter of if, it's when. It really is a matter of when that happens. We're in a bull market, guys. We're in a bull market. Somebody was telling me today that, Leland, are you ever bearish on stuff? And I'm like, why? Why do we need to be bearish on anything? We're in a bull market right now. I mean, unless a coin just takes a massive correction and we start going down because of some bad news, and yes, we're going to talk about it, but we're in a bull market right now, and we've had the past 3 years to be bears and talk about the downside, and I didn't have this channel at that time. Only recently I started making this channel about 3 months ago. Actually, it's our, hey, today's 3-month anniversary. Today, the 24th, we started Christmas Eve in 2020. So happy 3 months, guys. Happy 3 months. We've come so far. Thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Like, it's insane that we're almost at 6,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. And then I got people coming into the live streams. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me and has believed in me. And I'm not going to get all mushy gushy on you because I'm going to start crying. But thank you. I really appreciate it. This is so much fun. So back to OneCoin. Like I said, we're in an uptrend right now. We're in a massive uptrend. And let's see, I was going to take a look at, that's right, we are overbought on the daily. And we have a pretty big gap between the 12 and 26 day moving average over here. So it wouldn't surprise me if we took a correction in like a month or maybe 2 months, where we come back down and we test the 21 EMA on the weekly. And that's a pretty big drop, you know? I mean, we're talking about anywhere from 11 cents probably up towards 14 cents. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. And that'd be a pretty big drop. Pretty big drop as well. I mean, it's not going to happen all in one day, but even if we were going to go down to 11 cents, that's 35%, or up towards 25%. Pretty big pullbacks, but great areas to accumulate. We're bullish. We're bullish on one. Massively bullish. We'll see where it goes. We have our supports, we have our targets, and that's it. That's really all I got for you on one. Looking really good. Massive gains to be made. Massive gains to be made. Insane. What's up, Don Smith? Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. ATV Antics and Adventures. Hello. Welcome back, man. You know, ATV Antics was my first contribution ever in my live streaming, and we've only been doing this for a few weeks now, and the guy sent me $100 like on my first one, like totally killed the appreciation. Not that, I mean, I'm very appreciative of all the donations that I get, but when you send $100 for the first one, like I freaked out. It was insane. It was the largest contribution that we had on the channel since we had started it. And so thank you, Antics, for coming back. Really appreciate it. Good to see your support as well. Ray Williams, yo, what's up? Cool. Hello, congrats. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. Ryan, happy 3 months. Yeah, 3 months going on strong. Rockets, hello. Bitcoin going down right now. Probably. Like I said, it's not going to surprise us. If you've watched his channel, you know that we've been waiting for this. I've been pretty bearish on Bitcoin for the short term. We were needing a correction. Like I said, guys, at the beginning of the stream, we came down, we broke out of this support line back here, which was this green line all throughout here. We came back, we came up, we tested it as resistance, and now we're going back down. No surprise. Be careful within your trades. This is not the time to be buying. I wouldn't buy right now. That's just my opinion. But soon it will be time to buy, and we'll talk about that. I'll start creating more videos about possible bottoms within altcoins, within Bitcoin might work. We might be able to see what's going to be happening. So let's take a look at storage. This is one calculated by TradingView. Let me see. Nice, dude. Nice shift of momentum that I see going on in there. Let's get rid of this 2-year ×5 average. Good data. Great data, man. Nice looking chart, beautiful looking chart. I have areas of resistance. I have data to the left of me. We have our areas of support as well. Are you running into, dude, you broke that resistance. Are you coming back and you're testing it right now? That's what I want to see. We're looking at about right there and right there. You have possible area of resistance that you could be running in back here to about right there. Let's make this line a little bit more faint. We'll drop it down, but we'll use it as a reference. Can you guys see that? I'll make it very faint. Very faint. Man, it took you quite some time to flip that 21 EMA into support. You can see it was just resistance all throughout here, and then it turned into support, and then drop below resistance, a little bit of support, and then resistance. But right here was the defining moment, and I think, wow, yeah, that was really for everybody. That was at the liquidity crisis that we had with the recent disease that attacked our world. So everything saw drops. Everything started going down. We know that happened. The market crashed, Bitcoin crashed, everything crashed, but that was really the time to be buying. Really the time to be buying. And you can see that exactly. Not too far after, about 2 weeks after, we flipped that 21 EMA into support, and we used it the entire way up. Look at this. Look at that resistance. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is probably one of the best indicators that you can use to set long positions, really, within anything. Once we go down and we touch that and we've used it as support and we start getting a lift off of that, boom, long position right there, wherever you like to trade, Bybit or whatever. But this has been a massive indicator to us that we've hit support and we're going to start moving back up. So currently, let's go ahead and take a look at the next area of resistance that we could be possibly running into. I want to go ahead and take a fib on the 4-hour. And let's go from the swing high over here. Beautiful consolidation, beautiful shift of momentum over here. You had your consolidation and then you started moving up. A lot of buying power happening within this area right here. But look at this shift of momentum, shifting, boom, straight up, looking beautiful. Okay, let's take a fib from the swing high down to our swing low, which is going to be about right there. And you can see that this was being respected really well, actually very well. So we take our swing high down to our swing low. Actually, the swing low is going to be right about there. Do I want to take it there? It's not going to do too much of a difference either way, wherever I take that. But you can see when we came down and retraced, we came up to the 786, a 78% way retracement up to the top. We got rejected. We couldn't hold the 618 at all, and it came right back down, and rightfully so. And you could see that the 236 over here was acting as resistance the entire time. Resistance, and we came up, and gosh, you got faked out here. You came up and you hit perfectly. Look at that. You hit the 382, you drop right back down below. Resistance again at the 236, you got above. Okay, you guys get the point. What I'm trying to show you here is that when you broke all-time highs back here, you started using it, I'm sorry, when you started breaking the 786, which is right here, you broke those all-time highs and you came up and you hit the golden mean ratio as support. You're going to learn about what's happening within the coin, and I'm also going to teach you a little bit about TA as well. I don't want to give you guys a fish, I want to teach you to fish so that you're able to make your own decisions as well. And if you guys want to learn how to fish, my book is down below. You can buy it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Nobles. If you want to learn how to do TA like me, go buy the book for the price of lunch. It's only $12.95. I made sure that I wasn't going to be pricing it too high because I want everyone to learn about how to do this. You can benefit from this. You can make a bunch of money from this. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of hard work, a little bit of studying to understand what's going in the markets. You're not going to get it right away. I get that. It's going to take some time for you to catch on. But nevertheless, start today. Don't take guesses on where you're going to take your buy positions or where you're going to sell. Know where you're going to sell. Know where you're going to buy. And be ahead of the curve. Be ahead of everyone who's going to be buying or selling. That's how you're going to make money. Okay, so once we had this massive drop down. So we hit the golden mean ratio that was acting as a resistance. We had this massive move back down. But look where we caught that support. We can see that was support right here, and it was resistance all throughout back here. We just couldn't flip it, and it took some time. It took quite some time. Gosh, we're talking about October that was resistance. So you needed to come back and test it for support. Once you did, people started buying up like crazy. They started buying up like crazy, and look at the momentum. Look at the trend of where it went up. Once you broke through the 382, I'm sorry, the golden mean ratio over here. Let me just drag this out a little bit so you can see. Once you broke through the golden mean ratio, and look, it was acting as a resistance here, 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 you broke through the golden mean ratio, boom, that's it, you're taking off. When you break all-time highs like that, it came back for the support for all-time highs, and boom, you took off. Expect a double after that. That's what I like to say. That was 80 cents, and you've more than well, you doubled that easily. So from here, 100% measure move to the top. Boom, right there, $1.60. That's easy math, right? You broke through it, and you went even further. And that's what happens. You don't just stop at those measured moves. You move much higher, much higher. So what are we looking at right now? You can see that we got rejected. We had a bit of a run up. Let's go to a daily, and I want to take a look at what's happening over here. Okay, you're overbought. You're massively overbought, and there's an area that you like to come over here. Can you see the line? Yep. There's an area that you love to hit on the RSI, which is going to be about the 85 area. The 85 right there, 85 right there. How's the music? Is it too loud, guys? I just want to make sure it's not too loud. If it's distracting, Amy, let me know if it's too much. I can turn it off or whatever. So the RSI over here, look, you exceeded it a little bit right there. We almost touched it over here, but there's this level that you love to come and touch before you have a major pullback. But look what happens every time you come up and you touch that 85. The RSI goes down and you become oversold on the RSI. Same thing right here. You came up and touched that line, and then boom, oversold. Exactly right here. Boom, oversold. And so it's time for you to do that. You haven't done that, especially when you came over here, then you touched it on the 85. You attempted to go back down, and then that's where it got that bounce right there at that 2 or the 382. It got that confirmation, and it was like, okay, it's time to go up. But now you're overbought. You're overbought on the daily, and it's time to take in consolidation. It looks like you've hit that rejection at the 2618 over here, which is going to be this red line. It wicked above it, and it actually put the body above it, but there was no support. Absolutely no support over here. You can see the body's barely got above it right there, and it looks like we are going to be moving down, and we're going to be looking for areas of supports. Areas of supports that I'm looking to touch are going to be, and that's really funny because I made... Hey, what's up, Michael? Michael Jonathan, thank you so much for the 10, bro. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, can you do a TA on SNX? You got it, dude. You got it. SNX. Add it to the list right there. I made this blue line over here, this support from previous data way back there. Remember at the beginning of this? And look, you're getting that touch right now perfectly on it. Is it going to stop right there? I don't think so. I think we're going to break down below that, possibly coming down over here to the $1.20 area, possibly even breaking all of this and coming down to that $1 area. It took you quite some time to break that $1. That's a psychological resistance that we all want to see. And just like Cardano, just like GRT, when you break a dollar, you need to come back and you need to test that dollar for supports. That's critical. And that's what people are going to be looking for. You're overbought like crazy. Don't be surprised if you start dropping that much. Most likely that's going to be happening. And that $1 area is going to be over here around that golden mean ratio, about right there. So that's an area that I'm going to be looking for on storage. You're going to be coming down, testing that dollar. At that time, you're most likely going to be running into the 21 EMA as well as it curves down because the price is going to be going down. Look for that. Look for that. But these are going to be great buying opportunities, massive buying opportunities. You've already broken through a dollar. So come back down, test that dollar before you have the resumption going up. So that's about it. That's really about it. Prices to the upside after you come down and you touch that dollar for supports. This one's really easy. Really easy to do T on this one. The charts are beautiful. What it has done is massively beautiful. So after that, then your $1.70 is going to be resistance as before, and then obviously the $2 area which you got rejected. You actually wicked above and went to $2.02. Is going to be an area of rejection too, but I mean, come on, you're going up all that way from $1. It's going to be 100% measured move after that. It's not if, it's when that happens. That's going to be happening, just like with GRT. GRT went up and broke over, went over $2 and it came back down and tested for that dollar area as well. And it's just going to take time. It's just going to take some time. Major moves that have been happening, and after $2, then you're going to be looking at $2.81, and then after that it's just probably going to be going to $3. You'd be the next psychological resistance after that. The whole thing of storage right now just looks massively bullish. We're in a bull market. That's why we're here. I'm here to tell you about the supports and the resistances and what the momentum is doing within these charts, and that's exactly why I'm here. So we go over to the daily, and I also want to pull up the stochastic RSI as well to show us, yeah, look at that momentum. See that shift of momentum that's happening in the stochastic? Boom, starting over here, and you're starting to make your way down. You're making another cross as we speak right now. It's time. It's time to take a little bit of cool off. Totally fine. Go hit that dollar, and we can move on. Looking good, though. Looking good. Nothing makes me bearish about that whatsoever. Hey, what's up, Alex? Welcome, dude. Thanks for joining us, man. Hello. Jesus, is that the real Jesus Christ? I've been good, I promise. Who is she? Who is who? She? There's a girl in here. I think like 4% of my viewers are women, which is, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's crypto, right? So if you are a girl and you are here, I mean, don't identify yourself. I can't imagine how many simps we have in here. I'm just joking, but I mean, seriously, it's probably a lot of people. Samuel, hello. Bitcoin 88 down so bad. Yeah, guys, we're expecting this. We know this is going to be happening. This is what we're looking for. Oh, we want to take... Hey, Nirvana Freak. What's up, dude? Thank you for the 10, dude. I really appreciate that. Big fan of your content. Would love to see your thoughts about B-Pro. I've heard of B-Pro before. You got it, dude. Adding it to the list right now. Okay, let's move on. We are going to go take a look at SKL. Been looking at that coin quite some time, ever since it got, actually before it got released on Coinbase. And, gosh, like three or 4 days before it got released on Coinbase, it went up like crazy. People started buying in early, and we saw the same thing on Orchid, right? A few days before the conference that was going to be happening. I believe that conference has been happening since yesterday with Edward Snowden, and the price pumped before it, and then, you know, when the news gets here, then it's, you know, pretty much over at that point. Very typical. Let's see. Ooh, nice hidden bullish divergence that you're developing on the daily, and it's just going to take some time. You're going to be having a little bit further of a drawdown, but wow, dude, it looks beautiful. Like, these are primed conditions for possibly taking positions soon. We're going to go take a look at some support areas just from what I'm looking at right now. When you had that huge run up before the Coinbase got listed, or before it got listed on Coinbase, you became overbought very quickly. You came over here and you love to hit that level. We're going to keep that one in there, save that. 86 on the RSI is going to be the level that you love to come hit before you become overbought, and you're going to be moving to the downside. Stochastic RSI all hit the same thing, went up there, hit that top, and now you're taking a cool down, but you are below the 20 over here on there. You could be moving sideways. Take your time while these 12 and 26 day moving averages come back down. Finish up this red on this histogram, but nevertheless, look at the depth of this histogram that you're developing. You're going to be seeing prices moving to the downside. We're going to catch support somewhere, but look at this hidden bullish divergence. Let me just move this up just a little bit right there, make this pinpoint accurate. You see that negative momentum moving to the downside. Very bullish, especially when you have price action that's going to be moving to the upside. Price action moving to the upside. We're looking at SKL right now, and that's going to be developing. So you could continue to see further downside, but that is okay. That is okay. We know where we're going to be going. And let's take a look. Let's go to a 4 hour, and I want to take a look and see possibly where you can be going. You started having this shift of momentum. It was looking really, really, really good. And then it dropped. It failed. Is that because of Bitcoin? I bet it is. I bet it is. Yeah. Bitcoin's down. Everything else is everything is bleeding out right now. 14% on Uni. DNT is down 5%, 7% on NMR. So, but this was to be expected, guys. This was to be expected. For the people who watch my channel, you knew that these things were going to happen. Okay, let's look for areas of support and where we could possibly be getting the bounce. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. Look at these areas. They're being respected so well. We came over here to the 618 multiple times, got rejected. And then when you finally broke through, you came back and you tested it for support. Not perfectly, but look, you used that 786. Can you see that? Is that too small? You used that 786 as resistance. I mean, as well as you should have. Get rid of this line. So it's being respected really well. Once you were in this area, it didn't take you long. Didn't take you long at all. You came out, you broke above it, and you started using that 1414 in the Fibonacci as support. You even came all the way up to the 4618 before having a retracement. Boom, right there, got rejected. You could see how we were using the 2618 as support, and then it broke, and then it was using it as resistance. It tried so many times it couldn't break through. It came back down, and now we are testing the 1618 over here, which is going to be about 54 cents. Could we see further downside? Yes, I really do think we could see some further downside, or at least some movement sideways. It's going to be very boring for SKL for a while. Like I said, we've had this huge run up with the Coinbase announcement and getting listed. A lot of people are getting wrecked going in there. Look at that, 555%, and that's only from March 1st. We're talking about 3 weeks ago. Can you imagine getting in on a position like that and you're up 5 times? This is crypto, guys. This can happen. It happens all the time. So areas of support that we're going to be looking for below that, we're going to be looking for 50 cents. 50 cents is going to be a very a support area that we're going to be looking for. If you break below 50 cents, then you go be looking for 46 cents, and then possibly even coming back down to 40 cents and testing that last high that we had back here. It's very possible. That's very possible. I don't think we're going to go any lower than 40 cents on SKL. I just don't. And if you start breaking lower than that, then that's not good, and it's looking really bad. But we're just taking a consolidation. We're having a bit of correction before we start moving to the upside. Money is moving out. People are taking profits. They've made their money. Guys talk, like I said, 3 weeks, 550 something percent. Yeah, people are taking profits. I know I would be taking profits. So these are the areas of support we're going to be looking for. 40 cents, 46 cents, 50 cents. And then if we break below 54 cents, then that's where we're going to be going. But after we do that and we get the bounce at any one of those levels, it doesn't have to happen, right? We could totally just catch this bottom right here, and we're at 54 cents, and we just play within this area. We play within this area, and then eventually we start making our way moving back up. But we'll talk about that once we have some more data. So that's very possible. Those are just the area supports that I'm going to be looking for. Don't drop below 40 cents like we talked about. After you get your test, after you get your correction and you start moving to the upside, it's not going to happen overnight. It's probably not even going to happen within the next week or 2 weeks. It might take a little bit longer. But then the areas of resistance that you're going to need to be coming back, you can see that this area right here, 75 cents, was acting as support / resistance in the past as well. 75 cents is going to be resistance, and then let's get another crack. Let's get another crack at breaking that dollar. Traders are going to want to see breaking that dollar. Any token that you see that is under $1, that will be happening because they're new and we're in a bull market. They'll hit $1. Eventually, they're going to hit $1. It's just going to take some time. Traders want to see that happen. Wait for it. So we have our dollar resistance right about right there. Right about right there. So yeah, you just could not hold above that $1. That's going to be the next area of resistance after you get your bounce over here. Let's wait. Let's wait for it. Let's get some time under our belt. Go back up and try to hit that $1. But gosh, from right now where you are, I mean, that's a lot of percentages away. I mean, we're talking 72% away from there. So who knows? You know, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Flatline, hello. What's up? What are we talking about? We were talking about SKL for a little bit. We're going to be moving on over here to SNX. It's going to be the next coin that we're going to be taking a look at. Hello, Jewel. Welcome. Opening along on Mana. Oh, man. I don't even know. We'd have to take a look at it. What else we got in here? Slow. Hello, Slow. And Mano. Hello, GRT. Yep, dude, GRT. Okay, let's go take a look at SNX. Where is that thing? I need to start shortening up my my list in here. It's getting a little long. I'm probably just gonna go search for it. Pretty sure I have this one calculated by TradingView as well. Oh no, I did it off of Binance. That's okay. I don't have to do the one calculated by TradingView. Okay. So on SNX, we were talking about this not too long ago. You can see we did like a little bit of a TA on it. But back in December, you had this trend line that was an area of support. You, when we did this TA, you had broken down below it. You'd broken down below that support. You came up, you retested it right there, and you got rejected. And now you've been below that ever since. It looks like you have about 1 hour and 21 minutes before you close a candle. That's going to be one of the lowest candle closes that you've had for a while, since the beginning of this year, actually. Yeah, or beginning of, let's say, February, but nevertheless, that's not good. You don't want to see that. And let's go over to the daily and see what's happening over here. Yeah, look how low you are on your RSI. You're coming and you're wanting to test that 30, but that's actually really huge buying opportunities is at that 30. I think if you don't go anything lower than 13 cents and you get below that 30 on the RSI, that's going to be the area to be picking up. Possible opportunities with this. Just because we broke below that trend line over here and we're sort of moving downwards doesn't mean I'm bearish about it. It just means we're going to have a bit of correction, and that's where losses could be taken. So let's stay above that 13 cent area. You can see that was that wick right about here. And by that time, I believe either we move sideways or we keep going down a little bit more. You're about to be oversold. Those are the times to buy. For me, that's where I would want to buy, especially because your stochastic RSI over here as well is sitting below the 20. And you can see previously in the past, let me see if I can try to illustrate this a little bit better for you guys, but you can see, let's see. You can see that when we were below the 20 right here in our stochastic RSI, that put us down over at $11. And when we started making our momentum started moving back up, and we started approaching the 80, you can see that we came all the way over here and hit 28 cents. So you had more than 150% your money at that time. The stochastic is a great indication of momentum that's going to be moving to the upside. Here's another one below the 20 right here as well. That you're sitting at about $4 right there. And when you started moving that momentum to the upside, then you started to become overbought on the RSI, and your momentum started shifting down on the stochastic RSI as well. But I mean, from that move from $4 to over here to where you were overbought before you took a little tiny bit of correction, that was a 100% measured move. So we know that when you go below the 20 on this thing, on the stochastic RSI, that maybe a 100% measured move might be something that we could be looking for within the future. You are having negative momentum moving up on your MACD over here. You can see the histogram. We have a big island followed by a smaller island over here. It looks like possibly, and gosh, you haven't been this low pretty much ever on this coin, if I'm not mistaken. And this probably is a very new coin, or maybe I just don't have enough data in here. You can see between the 12 and 26 day moving averages are probably going to be taking a cross at some point over here. But that's really going to be dependent on where this thing decides to stop. Where is it going to drop to? What levels are we going to be going to? And I keep doing the same thing over and over. Let's go over here. Let's get rid of some lines as well. Possible areas of support that we can see down below. I don't want to go hit 13 cents. It's possible. We really could. And being that you were holding the 236 over here as support multiple times, and you can see that was resistance all throughout here. Resistance, and you flipped it into support. You know, it's possible that we could drop a little bit lower, but these are probably... Are you making a flag? Dude, that's a flag. That's a freaking flag. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, look at this. Let's do this. We're going to clear out everything. That's a bull flag. That is a bull flag. Look at that resistance perfectly right there. We're going to drag this out. I'm going to show you guys how we can measure this. These may be the bottoms. These might